What's up YouTube, Carlos851 here. New video on my Supermoto 250L. Just gonna do a little info video, what I've done to it, what it has. I bought it stock 2014 on the dealer. From the dealer, had a lowering kit installed, Kuba lowering kit. About an inch and a half, I'd say, 2 inches. They also lowered the front end, front forks, so it was sitting about inch and a half, 2 inch from stock. Didn't do much once I got it. One of the first mods was aftermarket slip-on. Got the big gun, Eco 2, just a slip-on exhaust, original header. There was a emblem that came off, but it does have the spark arrestor, and it did come with 2 interchangeable tips. Next mod I did was the airbox mod. I drilled holes on the side cover and removed the restriction plate, I believe they call it. That definitely increased some power along with the slip-on exhaust. It also increased the sound and made it sound a lot more throatier. After that, next I did was painting the original plastics black. Painted the rear, the middle, the front, middle, and the shock covers, as well as the front fender. I took the old fender off because I just recently put this one on. I also repainted this one. It was a little off black, but I painted it to match the rest of the bike. I also painted the headlight cover. That definitely changed the look of the bike. It looks a lot nicer, I think, red and black, because around town there are some other 250Ls and they're all usually stock with the white and red plastics, and I didn't really want to be matching with everybody else. After the painting of the plastics, I installed these aftermarket signals. These are flexible, smallish, probably about 2-inch size signals. I had some old aftermarket ones on the rear. Decided to upgrade to these newer version ones. And then I also installed the DRC taillight, the LED license light. This does not have the integrated signals. It's only the taillight at the moment, that's why I still have these. Maybe I'll upgrade in the future. For now, this works fine. I most recently put Supermoto wheels on. I was doing a lot of research for a while. What the best tire combo or where to buy them. I know Warp 9 or some other brand, they have kits for $1,200 or $1,500. Tires, rims, brake discs, rear sprockets. Then I started thinking about through eBay. So I found rim kits. Actually, not rim kits, just the rims themselves for $500, brand new. International from China, but they're basically Warp 9 wheels, because Warp 9 were another $250. And I decided save that money and get the China version because they looked identical. The specs basically match, so why not? You can also get expedited shipping and get these within a week. That was how I got them, within a week, and they fit perfectly fine on this bike. I did have to transfer over the front disc from the brakes, for the brakes, and the rear disc for the brakes. I did install aftermarket 42 tooth rear, and I also installed a 13 tooth front. Can't see that right now, it's got the cover. Before I even put the wheels, I actually put the 13 tooth on the front, and definitely noticed a difference in power. I was also doing some research on what the best gearing for this bike would be, because this bike does have a slow start from stock. 13 tooth definitely increased torque, but highway speeds, the motor was definitely screaming a lot more when I was fully pinned versus stock gearing. The motor wouldn't be screaming so much at the same speed, I would say. So I installed the 42 with these wheels, and I can definitely see a difference in the power. It still has that torquiness, but it doesn't have that decreased top end. I would say it still has it. Having this gear setup, 13 front, 42 rear, it's a pretty good street gear setup for my taste. So I would say this Supermoto kit probably ran about $800. I bought the tires separately, $120. eBay, both are Kenda brand. Cruiser STs. Front is a 110/70/17. Rear is a 140/70/17. Both fit fine. I did have to trim the front fork plastics for the front tire to fit. Trim a section here, trim a section here. Did have to reroute the brake line to run around the fork. But other than that, everything else fit okay. Rear fit in no problem. Did have to remove the chain guard, and that can be installed, but it does need to be trimmed as well. So I'll possibly be doing that in the future. For now, this is a pretty good setup. I will be raising the front of the bike a little bit because I've noticed the way the bike sits. The front seems a little low, and I will be installing handlebar risers. Just received those. I believe they're 1/2 inch or 1 inch handlebar risers, so hopefully that will make a difference. With the lowering kit and with the Supermoto wheels, the original kickstand definitely stands the bike a little upright, so I will be just chopping that for now, probably about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, and I'll see how the bike sits. But yeah, overall this is a pretty good setup. Not too many Supermotos out there, 250s. I was running the original wheels for 4 years, original 40 tooth. And these tires did pretty well. This rear definitely got worn down pretty well. I've only really been doing street riding. The front got worn down a little bit, but these tires have been doing great. And wheels, I plan to keep these. And if I ever decide to go on the trails, just swap them over. Swap the brake discs, and the bike should be ready to run like that. But I mainly ride this on the street, so I wanted to go Supermoto. It definitely changed the look of this bike so much, just with the wheels and the fender. This bike just has a whole different look to it. So any questions, let me know. Comments, concerns. I will be doing some more modifications slowly with this bike. For now, this is just my most recent update. I didn't film much of the build. Wasn't really planning on making videos to show people, but I decided, what the heck, maybe people will be interested. So let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.